Hey guys, welcome to Tymkwi!
On a summer evening.
Can it be like that?
Do you want me to swap sides with you?
No, because I'm already sitting.
Okay.
Like, ride with me if you ride with me, you can slide with me if you feel like 550 on the 5 sticky, come get high with me, that's a deal, right? Ride with me if you ride with me, you can slide with me if you feel like 550 on the
Hey
Hi
guys! Welcome to another Tymkwi video.
Yes, and today it's the 2nd of January, it's a bank holiday, and we decided to take the bikes out for a little cycle. This is usually where they sell fish. Usually over the weekend, if you come early in the morning, you can see some people selling fish by the seafront. Happy New Year, guys!
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year! And today we're just having this little video and just kind of explaining to you guys why exactly we left Ireland and moved to Greece. We just want to go a little bit deeper into why and how you can do it if you are looking to also move countries this year, because this is the year where dreams come true.
The dreams come true, guys. If you didn't, please do write New Year's resolutions, and if one of them is moving the countries, this video is for you.
So name all your New Year's resolutions in the comment section below.
Actually do. Okay.
So the first reason why we decided to move countries was mostly because of the weather. In Ireland, we were facing all kinds of weather. Anyone that comes from Ireland, UK,
Oh, sorry.
Scotland.
No, not all. There was no snow.
No, there was snow, but it was mostly rain. And especially last year in 2022 summer, it was mostly rain for like most of the year.
Yeah,
So
the whole summer, without 1 week, it was raining at all times from, I can't say from when to when, basically nearly whole year. And you know, guys, how it is when the weather gets damp, when the weather gets bad, we as human beings, we're not in a mood pretty much all the time, isn't it?
yeah.
And like, you know, I realized that I'm such a
Outdoorsy person when it's sunny only.
when it's
Yeah.
and you know, and we just decided that this is one of the reasons why we should pack our bags and go to
Get
Greece.
the heck out of there.
That's it.
Yeah. And you know, like, why Greece, you might say? And the answer is, why not? Like, why not anywhere that you feel like going at this point? But I'd say the main reason we chose Greece is because we already have friends here, and our friends to us are like family, and they treat us like family, and you know, we feel a very special belonging here.
Yeah.
The community here is very rich in culture. We remember once when we went to the bakery and we just were looking at a sweet and they were just like, here, you can have it for free. And I was like, really?
Yeah. The people here are very nice
Yeah.
and like very, very friendly. Like everyone, I mean, like I met someone and I said, all right, let's meet up, and we meet
Yeah.
up whenever we say, and we just go and we, you know, do things. It's what I like. It's not like too busy that people are like, oh, I'm too posh to meet you or whatever.
Yeah. They're really hearty people here in Greece. So if they say let's meet up for coffee, they actually mean let's meet up for coffee soon.
That was one of my main shocks in Ireland, that someone's like, all right, we'll meet up. And you know, like in Poland, it's also,
Yeah.
if you say meet up, you meet up. So then I'm coming, someone's saying, well, let's meet up.
Yeah.
And I actually meant it, and nothing happened.
Yeah, so like it's kind of the way that if you're living in Ireland or the UK and people say, oh, let's meet up, and you never do, and you're always in this repetition of staying inside, I would say to you guys then, just try and go out alone. Some people don't like going out alone, but before I met Tim, I started doing things alone, and then when we came together, we started doing things together outside as well, you know. So I would say if you're just into making new friends, try and travel. Be safe though, but still try and travel. There's lots of communities online. So the next reason why we decided to move from Ireland is because the cost of living in Ireland was just too high for us. I say that we have a better quality of life in Greece.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's less, no, more for less, I'd say.
Yeah.
In Greece. And just for example, I'm gonna say, and I'm not afraid to say that because our landlord was such a lovely person. We were paying 450 euro per room in Ireland, and we weren't living in Dublin. People in Dublin are actually, they are paying like 1,000 euro per room.
Yeah.
And
if you're lucky, if you're really, really lucky, you can find a room for 500 to 600. But for, like now, the economy in Ireland is like, inflation is so high that you're looking at 500 to 600 for a shared bedroom. And you know, for adults,
in Dublin,
adults, it's kind of like, I know we may not seem like we're adults, but we're in our late 20s and we just don't want to be living in a shared bedroom with half of Dublin.
Absolutely, you're absolutely right. And also I have to say that the quality of the houses that you will rent in Ireland will be
depending on how much you pay, you'll be living in those kind of quality.
Yes.
You know, so if you're paying for a whole apartment, 2-bedroom apartment for like about 2,000 euros, which is actually a standard price, 2,000, or it could go even higher just for rent, by the way. That's not even bills.
We're talking about Dublin here.
Yeah, we're talking about Dublin. It can even go up to 4,000, 5,000. Like, it just depends, you know.
It depends on the area.
Cheap one. I just don't see you ever finding that. But if you do, then that means that luck was incredibly on your side for like 1,000 euros. You know?
Yeah, we're 2-bedroom. Because I have a friend who's renting a loft for 1,000 in central Dublin somewhere. But basically, that's it. And then with what you earn to what you spend, anywhere you wanna go, you pay for tolls, you pay for everything. And I get that tolls everywhere. There's tolls everywhere you pay. But it just adds up. Small bits adds up to the point where you're spending nearly your whole salary just to live.
Think of it this way, you have all these big companies in Dublin, like Facebook, Pinterest, LinkedIn, Twitter,
Google,
TikTok. Like these big, huge companies, especially after Brexit, there was these huge companies that came to Dublin, and you have all these people from different parts of the world coming to live there. I mean, the cost of life goes up because there are so many businesses, but the only problem in Ireland is that the salary was the same. The salary stayed the same and the expense went up.
Like you either spent these prices that we just called out because you live in Dublin, or you spent a little bit less because you're outside of Dublin, but then still you commute. I was supposed to commute to the office for 2.5 hours, and that's where I said I want to change my project. I want to have something from home, because then I calculated it's 5 hours a day just to commute and 8 hours of work. I would be like totally drained if I stayed there.
The fact is that in Greece, we are paying, let's say, like about 600 for a 2-bedroom apartment. That's actually quite huge, with a huge balcony. And that's just for rent. You know, we still have to pay our bills and stuff like that. But, you know, from going from 1,000 minimum, barely finding that, to, you know, I think even outside of Dublin, we were finding 1,200 to be the cheapest for 2 bedrooms.
Yes.
For a 2-bedroom apartment.
But with that being said, the quality was also poor.
Very poor. Very, very poor. But here we're actually living in I would say it's a moderate average kind of quality, you know, and it's still lovely, it's beautiful, it's well kept, and you're able to afford to pay your rent and to do other things. Like Tim was doing boxing, I was doing yoga, I'm gonna start doing some other activities this year, so is he. And we're able to afford those activities and go swimming or sailing or whatever we want to do.
But we were able to buy bikes, like the new bikes from the shop, not second hand. And just, you know, it's just a shame that In Greece, you don't earn this much either.
That's the downside. So we talked about the upside of Greece, about the rent, but the downside is the salaries and the income. So if you are thinking of moving to a different country, make sure that you probably have your own job lined up. Maybe you're a freelancer, maybe you're working on Upwork or Fiverr, maybe you're a YouTuber, maybe you're working for like hotels and stuff like that, or you know how to make drinks, or you know how to create your own business. Make sure you know what you're doing before you step out. But also, with that being said, don't spend too long thinking about what you can do.
Yes.
Try it.
Everything needs the right balance. If I'll be thinking all day, I won't do anything. If I'll be just doing without thinking, this one is tricky. Sometimes it will work, but most of the times it won't. And that's it. You have to go back to square one and start from there. Think about where was my mistake, what should I do?
Yeah, exactly. I've lost a lot of weight coming to Greece, not because I was doing it intentionally to lose weight. It was just that our lifestyle is more active and therefore we just became more healthier.
Also here we live in Volos, that is bigger city. It's the seventh biggest city in Greece, and also we live in the center, the city center. Therefore,
we have all the shops, all the restaurants.
Because there is another problem, which is the parking in Volos. Actually, someone scratched our car recently. Because of that, we are actually going by foot everywhere. It's nice to see that our quality of life has gone up. It really did, and it's with the, well, I was gonna say one simple move, but it's not so simple.
It wasn't simple, but it was a move. It's either you do or you don't.
Exactly.
Like literally.
Sometimes it's a gamble, but you know what?
And if you gamble wrong, you just have to try something in a different way.
Yes, this is the very beautiful thing about life, that you can always start over. Like it doesn't mean that it's over because you made one decision.
Like I know other people like when Tim was like, oh, let's do this, and I'm like, okay, but let's not tell anyone. And I always say let's not tell anyone because I don't want people's opinions. I don't want people to scare me out of making a decision.
So, in every country, I'm sorry for my English.
We just had 2 pancakes.
No, in every country there is pros and cons, and Ireland has its pros and has its cons. Because there is and Ireland has its pros and has its cons. What's that?
You said Ireland has its pros.
Pros, right? That will be in bloopers, definitely.
Ireland has its prawns and its cons.
Okay, please. Pros, right?
Let me say it. I'll cry.
She's actually crying.
Ireland has its prawns. Yes, they do have their prawns.
They also have shrimps.
3 hours later.
So, in every country there is pros and cons, and something works, something doesn't work. For example, in Ireland, there's a reason why many people are traveling from like Eastern Europe, from Southern Europe to Ireland, or from everywhere, literally from everywhere to Ireland. And there's a reason why people like us just leave, because some country is for you and some other country is not for you, you know? And that's why these were our reasons why we left. You have your reasons why you love or you don't love your country, and please do comment down below. Do say where should we visit.
And that's one thing we give to you guys, is to go to another part of your country or go to a different country and actually learn from them.
Exactly. The adventure starts outside of your window, outside of the door of your apartment, house, or wherever you live in, and that's the truth. And that's what we want to do, but we also want to, as you said, we also want to take you to this adventure for you to see a little bit. And if you're feeling encouraged, come to Greece, come to Volos, let's meet up, let's do something together.
Let's have a coffee.
Let's have a coffee and let's have, what's it? Chipuro.
Chipuro and prawns.
Chipuro. Alright guys, that's it from us. Thank you for being with us till the end of the video.
Yeah.
We hope you liked it. We hope you liked our the views that we have, the views that we showed you. And see you next week.
See you next week.